Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Slime Rancher. What? AC's doing Slime Rancher on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday? Yep. And I'll get into that here in a sec, but with me once again is Darth Meta.
Hello. Let's put a smile on my face.
So, the reason why ow! So the reason why I have, why I didn't put any videos up yesterday is because I had to go to a viewing. I had to go to a viewing of an uncle. I didn't really know him all that well. I only met him a couple times, but you know, he was family. So I kind of had to go. I was obligated to go give my condolences. And then after that I went from a viewing straight to a movie about a psychotic killer clown. I went to go see Joker.
Yes, we both went to go see Joker. And we're telling you folks, go see Joker. It is a good movie.
Oh, yeah, it's great. But full disclosure, folks, don't go see it if you are easily disturbed. If you are easily disturbed, don't go watch it, because there are a lot of unsettling scenes. I am not very easily disturbed, but there were quite a few scenes in the film that just made me look away. Like, they were uncomfortable to watch. There are going to be scenes like that.
Oh.
The
one line that I like from the movie, and it's from the trailer, so all I think is negative thoughts.
Yeah. You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's work going? Do you have any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts. But yeah. So it's definitely a good movie. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been. That's the reason why I wasn't around yesterday. I didn't get home till like 9 p.m. and by then it was too late to start streaming anything.
Yeah, and folks, we won't be getting to Jack and Dexter later today, so yeah.
Yeah, in order to make up for missing that day. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink. In order to make up for missing that day, I am going to. I'm going to do 4 streams of Slime Rancher here today, and then I'm going to do 2 more streams of Shantae to hopefully finish up the main game.
And if we have enough time, and most likely we won't.
Yeah, if we have enough time, which it's possible we might, given how early we're starting these streams.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It really depends on if we have any technical difficulties with Slime Rancher during the 4 parts, because, you know, it's been a rather interesting ride these last 10 parts.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sleep one more day. So, so in the last part, we... Ooh, getting a little bit of lag here. I don't like it. What is going on? Why am I getting so much lag here? Okay. This isn't the overgrowth area. Oh god, Lagtown is expanding. Anyway, in the last episode, we finally got finished with new bug farming. At least for now. Eventually, I will go back to farming new bugs. Whoa. Hi. I need to suck up more, Dervish. I didn't even see that. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we finished new bug grinding in the last one. And in this episode, we are going to be grinding for the lab. I'm starting my plort grind for the lab. I already did a lot of plort grinding beforehand, before I moved all these over, while I was doing the new bug grinding on screen. But these plorts that are in all of these corrals are the ones that I still need, and I'm going to need a lot of them. Like, right now I have about, like, anywhere from, like, 100 to 300 of each of these, and I'm going to need about, like, 999, like I have for my pink plorts here. But that should not take too long, considering how I can continue to just do what I did with, I can just continue to do what I did with the new bug grinding. I can just sleep, and then collect everything. Sleep, collect everything.
So and what happens if you need to collect fire slime plorts?
I already have more than enough fire slimes, because you don't need fire slime plorts for much. I think there's only like 1 or 2 things that you need fire slime plorts for, and I already have like... I think I have close to 200 fire slime plorts in the lab. That is way more than what I need. So. But you know what they say, no kill like overkill.
Oh yeah, especially if you get the first. No, not the first part. It's the second part of Jak 3. Well, I just nuke everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is going to be this entire part, and most likely the rest of the parts that are going up today will also be a lot of grinding. Because I want to get all of this stuff out of the way, because once I have all this done and I'm able to build, and I build everything that I need to build, after that, then I am going to move on to the rest of the DLC pack missions, and finally get all that stuff done. And in order to make sure that I do that in a decent amount of time, I'm going to do something horrible and unspeakable.
Oh, I've got to hear this.
Well, with any luck, you'll end up seeing it. You'll end up seeing it in one of these streams today, so... So, yeah, so we both really liked the Joker. It was definitely a good film. Obviously, we're going to try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. Only talking about events that were in the actual trailer, and giving hints as to what could happen in the actual movie without actually spoiling anything. Since it is still a very recent film.
Oh, I feel bad for Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, well, I mean... Yeah, obviously, folks, this isn't a spoiler. Thomas and Martha Wayne die. No! Who would have guessed? Whoever would have guessed that Batman's parents die? No one would ever see that coming.
Unless you're doing Flashpoint, then it's Bruce that dies.
But
Yeah, but this is Joker, not Flash. And plus, wasn't Joker a good guy in Flashpoint?
No, it was Martha. After she realized that her baby boy died, she snapped.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of the other one, the world where Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman all go crazy.
oh, you're talking about Earth 3 Crime Syndicate.
Yes. Where instead of a Batman is a Owlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of Bruce Wayne, it's Thomas Wayne Jr.
But again, I like Flashpoint's version of Batman and Joker. That's hilarious. It's like, so what does our son become? A doctor? No, he becomes just like his father. It's a good comic series, folks.
One of these days, I'm going to get rid of all these chickens, and Lagtown will be no more.
You keep on saying that.
I will do it eventually. I need to get all the grind stuff out of the way. I need to get done with using the lab. Once I'm done with that, then I can get rid of all these chickens. Well, I need to get rid of the lab, and I also need to finish the missions for DLC too. So, once I've accomplished both of those goals, then yeah, I can get rid of these guys. And then this place will no longer be Lagtown. Lagtown will officially be wiped from the face of the game.
Oh, I can't wait for Birds of Prey to come to theaters.
Yeah, it looks like it might be interesting.
Oh yeah. Plus, we got Ian McGregor as Black Mask. So.
Alright, so feed these guys, and then give them a few carrots to munch on in the meantime.
It looks like their Plorts are all at 100.
Yep. That's what I wanted at.
That's one way to waste food.
I don't need them. I don't need all those carrots. They're literally just taking up inventory space, and I don't have any more space in my silo that I can put them in. I'm utilizing that silo space for other things. So now, I'm getting double the crystal plorts. So I'm going to fill up on crystal plorts real fast.
Ugh. Well, they must be happy just doing a bunch of spin dashes in their pen.
Oh god. I always hate it when I'm walking out of the the overgrowth area, because it always like freezes up for just a couple brief moments. It freezes up, and it's just nerve-wracking because it's like, oh god, is it gonna freeze? Is the game gonna freeze? I hate it. It sucks.
But again, I do like what they did with the PlayStation update, where you can have up to 16 people in a party. If you didn't mind it being that chaotic with 8 people, just throw more people into it.
Yeah, 16 people in a party, like, holy crap.
Well,
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to do that just to see what happens, honestly.
Well, once I tell Haiku about this and all that stuff, or you tell her.
It'll probably be you, considering how she rarely ever responds to my texts or even looks at her phone.
Yeah. But again, it's just Xbox has done this multiple times. You can have as much people as you want. I'm wondering what was the limit for it.
Yeah. That doesn't really concern me, considering how I don't play Xbox. Folks, I do want to reiterate that I don't hate the Xbox consoles. I don't. I don't hate the Xbox consoles. I just have no reason to play them. Because the only things that they have that are exclusive to them are shooters. And I'm really bad at shooters. Like,
Trust me.
really bad.
Trust me, folks. Take it from our word. He's being honest with himself.
Yeah, I am really bad at shooters. And so, playing... and so, like, I don't want to play shooter games. I don't want to play shooter games, and everything else that the Xbox has, they share with Sony. So it's like, why should I fork over, like, $600 for...
It's $200, but yeah.
Well, it was $600 when the console first came out. Why should I fork over like hundreds of dollars in order to get a console that I'll never use? You know? It's like, unless I have a reason to use it, I'm not going to. Like, unless I have games that I actually want to play on it, then I'm not going to use it. But any game they have, Sony has too. So, it's like, I'll just stick with Sony. I mean, I've played Sony for as long as I can remember. Sony and Nintendo, those have been my go-to consoles for as long as I can remember, and they haven't failed me yet, so I'm just gonna stick with them.
Well, for me, folks, I've done PC gaming, I've done PlayStation gaming, I've done Nintendo gaming, I've done Xbox gaming.
Oh boy, I'm trying to remember what the other ones were.
But again, as long as you enjoy what you're playing, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many arguments me and Darth Meta used to have back when we were in high school over the consoles that we were passionate about. It's like, it seems like every time we talked, the conversation would always turn into an argument about consoles. It's like we could be talking about, hey, what's your favorite food? I hate PlayStation. Well, I hate Xbox. It's like, that was a standard conversation for the two of us back in high school.
Well, don't forget, back then we were immature.
Yes, incredibly immature, and you were still in your angsty phase. You were still very angsty. I went through my angsty teenage phase back in middle school. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I about to put these in the lab? They can't even go in the lab. Alright. Yeah, folks, we're starting the streams off early. Today because I want to make sure to get 6 streams done. But as a result, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep.
Oh, tell me about it.
I got like, let me see, I got like 4.5 hours of sleep, I think. Or no, I got nearly 5 hours of sleep. Because, yeah, I had other stuff I had to take care of last night, and, yeah, I ended up getting to bed later than I was hoping. So...
And I can vouch for that. So...
Alright.
What do you expect for both night owls, so yeah.
Yeah. That's when we're most productive during the night.
Yeah.
That's why I have a drink here with me.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got me water and all that stuff.
I got me a Clear American flavored water bottle. Wild cherry flavored. I love the Clear American water bottles. Those things are like huge. Those the water bottles for Clear American are absolutely massive. Just a single one of them can last you an entire day.
Well, for news that I'm getting a new gaming chair because my last one basically, apparently my fat butt basically broke my last chair.
I plan on getting a new gaming chair. I plan on getting one of those like super, one of those super awesome ones that like has like a really tall back, and like when you lean your head back, there's like speakers on the chair, so that you have like surround sound. Have you seen those? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, I love those chairs. I think those chairs are so cool. I really want one.
Well, the one that I'm getting is the same ones that you see in Angry Joe's reviews when he's doing a movie review, or an angry rant if he's sitting on his butt. Those kind of chairs that you can just lean back and it feels comfortable.
Yeah, you're gonna be using a standard one.
Yeah, but again, she didn't even have to ask me what colors I want because the main colors was black. You can choose a secondary color, so she went was red. Yes, I am an edgy motherfucker. But again,
if you were in the Sonic universe, you'd be called Edgy the Hedgy.
ugh.
Speaking of which, I am super looking forward to when the PS5 comes out, and that's supposed to come out in, I think, 2021. And I could not be more excited for that. Mainly because, from what I've heard, the PS5 is supposed to be backwards compatible with all PlayStation consoles. From PS1 to PS4, it's going to be able to play all of it, from what I've heard. And that is super exciting.
Yeah.
That is just so exciting. To know the PS5 is going to be able to do that.
I am hoping that Project Scarlet does the exact same thing, but again, I won't be getting Project Scarlet until later on once I get the PS5.
Yeah. Because, I mean, with the PS5, you know, like, if there's any games that you or I want to play that is only on, like, the PS1, PS2, or PS3, then we can easily play those.
And that technically means I can go back to and get the original Devil May Cry 3's original standard copy.
Yeah.
Put in a cheat code to get the outfit that I want, and I can keep it instead of turning off my game and putting it back in and restarting back from scratch.
Well, for me, I will want to play all of the Disney and Nickelodeon games that were a huge part of my childhood, as well as a lot of the PS2 and PS3 Lego games that I love so much.
Oh yes. Then Lego's like, you know what? Let's make them talk.
God, that's so stupid. I hate that. I hate the games they've made since they've started making them talk. Well, actually, no. There are two exceptions. No, three. Three exceptions to that I actually think are good. One is Lego Marvel Superheroes. I actually like that one. I don't like the story, but it is mercifully short, at the very least, compared to a lot of the other Lego games that come up with an original story. Lego Marvel Superheroes is mercifully short.
Then you got Lego Jurassic World. That was interesting.
I didn't like it, honestly.
Oh, the only thing that I liked about it was screw the Lego pieces. I want to play as dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I made my own original character.
I mean, that was a cool gimmick and all, but like it was not enough to warrant me going back to like keep doing it. I fooled around in that for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, okay, I'm bored, and I never went back to it.
The original Lego games, they were interesting. They knew where you need to find the roadblocks and all that stuff, the red blocks, all the collectibles. But now, since they've expanding it to make it an open world, I dislike that. That's the only problem I had with the newer games.
Well, the three that I really liked Lego Marvel Superheroes, and I also really liked Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego The Hobbit. Both of those were good.
Well,
though, then again, I'm also a bit biased. I also have a bit of a biased opinion when it comes to anything involving the Middle-earth story, because that is my favorite fictional story of all time.
And for me, since they're redoing Lego Star Wars again.
Oh God, I pray that they are simply they are simply doing a perfect remake of. I pray that they are simply doing a perfect remake of
1 through 6.
One through six, where they don't talk, and then they update the story of 7, 8, and 9, so that they don't talk in those either, and they tell the story without talking.
But again,
I am praying that they do that, because if they change episodes 1 through 6 for Lego Star Wars to where they talk, that's gonna piss me off, because I love one of my favorite Lego games is Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. That is one of my favorite Lego games because that game is so much fun. I spent so many hours as a kid playing that game, and if they change that, that's gonna piss me off.
Well, for me, once I get to it, folks, when I get to that, I'm just going through episode 1 through 6. Fuck the original. Excuse me. Screw the new stuff. No. My Star Wars ends with 1 through 6.
I would say go ahead and go through 7 because 7 was good. Just ignore the last 2.
But again,
and I mean, again, we haven't seen the Rise of Skywalker yet. Who knows? Maybe that one's good. But here's the thing: in order to get to that, we would have to play through The Last Jedi, which means we would have to acknowledge that movie's existence, and that's something I'd rather not do. So, yeah.
And my 1 through 7, 8, 9 movies are basically in the expanded universe material. But again, a lot of good games are getting remasters, and I'm glad, I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've already gotten Crash and Spyro, and we're getting Medieval in like a week.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're getting that one not the Splinter Cell. It's like a Splinter Cell game, but again, you're playing as a secret agent. I'm hoping we get a remaster of that game.
I think I know what game you're talking about. I can't think of the name at the moment, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna have to go to Cat Icarus's channel where he was talking about the mini PlayStation. But again, because one of your weapons, folks, what you can have is a taser. You can look at anywhere, see an enemy. If you see an enemy on the roof, you can tase them on the roof. But again, it had the same tank controls that normal PlayStation 1 games had.
Alright, let's see where we're at for a lot of this. Okay, Rock Plorts, we're doing good at nearly 400. Tabby Plorts, 400. Fossil Plorts, 500. Rad Plorts, almost at 400. Honey Plorts, almost at 600. Boom Plorts, we're getting close to 400. Puddle and Fire Plorts were good. Hunter Plorts were good. Crystal Plorts were at 300. Quantum Plorts were good. Mosaic Plorts almost at 200. Dervish Plorts are at 200. Tanka Plorts at 200. Saber Plorts were good. Gold Plorts were good. Pink Plorts were good. Okay. Okay, so like we're actually doing pretty well so far. Not too bad. Gotta keep it up. And Lagtown! Oh, Lagtown, how I have not missed you. Wow, you guys aren't really giving me anything. Eat! Eat! Eat!
Eat, my little piggies, eat.
Eat so I can sell your poop! Eat those onions so I can sell your poop! Do it! This chicken is going nuts here.
It's doing the chicken dance. Oh, you got onions, painted hens, and regular chickens.
God. This is the other thing that I don't like about about having all these chickens here, is that when I'm just trying to farm and get some of this stuff, these chickens are always getting in the way, and then bumping into me when I'm trying to work. It's like, get out of my way, you stupid chickens!
So you can say that they're cock blocking you.
Oh, that was a good joke.
Oh well. Hopefully I'll have better luck next time.
Couldn't you technically move the Tangle Slime, your crystal roses, technically to the docks?
I do not want to do that, because that would mean I'd have to get rid of one thing of my puddle plorts. See? I got a bunch of ponds with a bunch of puddle plorts. These are the guys that are making money for me for free. I don't have to feed them or take care of them in any way. I can neglect them as much as I want, and they'll still give me money whenever I ask. Oh, God. I am just making myself out to be the worst father. Jeez.
Oh no, the worst father of everything has to be Anakin.
Although I do love what they did in Lego Star Wars when Darth Vader tells Luke who his daddy is. Yeah, he points to a picture of Anakin, and then Padme with a pregnant belly. Points to Padme's pregnant belly, and then points to Luke. I love that. And that's why I am going to hate it so much if they decide to make them talk. If they decide to make them talk, I am going to say, nope, screw that. I am not playing that version. When I play Lego, it's going to be Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. That's that's the version I'm going to play. Screw that noise.
At least the Complete Saga fixed the one problem that the first Lego game of Star Wars had, was the pod racing.
It actually made it fun.
Yeah, it made the pod racing fun, and it also made destroying the stuff in Tactical Clones interesting.
And, the graphics weren't complete garbage in the complete saga, because that was one major complaint I had with the pod racing segment in the original version, is that the graphics just looked absolute garbage.
And
it's like it was like early PS1 type stuff, and it's like, come on, this is like late PS2. This is late PS2 stuff. We got Shadow of the Colossus already. It's like, you guys can do better than this. You can clearly do better than this.
Well, don't forget, it was technically on the 360 and the PS3. But if we're talking about the original...
Yeah, we're talking about the original Lego Star Wars 1.
Yeah, then yeah, it was on the Xbox and PS2.
And that was late. That was late in the PS2's life cycle when that came out. So it's like, guys, Shadow of the Colossus. We know the PlayStation 2 can do better than this.
Hell, look at Devil May Cry from 1 through 3.
And by the way, I've brought up Shadow of the Colossus like a couple times in my streams before. Full disclosure, folks, I've never played it.
Neither have I. And I don't plan on playing it because it's not a game that I prefer to play.
I'm going to play it.
Good luck on the 10th one. Or was it the 8th one that you hate?
Okay. So I've never played Shadow of the Colossus, but I have seen a couple gameplays of it.
Thank you, Brain Scratch, and whoever else has done it as well. Thank you.
Yeah, Brain Scratch and Jacksepticeye are the two that I've watched. I've seen both their playthroughs of the game, and I think it was the 10th one, or maybe the 9th. I don't remember exactly, but one of the Colossus is it lives underneath a bunch of sand, and it comes up and like follows behind you when you're on your horse, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I see it, and it's like, oh god, that's scary. Oh, that's scary. I don't like that.
Oh god, you're gonna hate when we get to Darksiders because one of the boss, you're in a desert, and it's underneath the desert.
Oh god. Oh wow. That's gonna be scary. But there's also one other that really, honestly, freaks me out. Actually, no, there's a couple that freak me out. Another one that freaks me out is the giant electric eel, simply because it's in the ocean. It's in the ocean. I don't like the ocean.
Well, I don't think Darksiders has a level where you're in the ocean.
And then, I mean, there is another boss that deals with, like, a lake that you can't see even 1 foot down in. It's like, you're in the lake, you look down, you won't be able to see your own feet. I have an issue with that. It's like, I can't see my own feet in this lake. I want to get out of here. Oh, shoot. But yeah, so there's that, and then there's also you also have to take a swim. I think it's the 3rd Colossus. You have to take a swim through a lake to get to the 3rd Colossus, and it's the same thing. You're in a lake and you can't see your feet. You can't see your feet, and oh god, it's just scary. I don't like large bodies of water that I can't see my feet in. I need to see my feet. I need to know that there's nothing down below me that's gonna chomp me and kill me. It's like,
well, one boss I know one of the bosses in Darksiders 1 that gives me a lot of crap would have to be the Spider Queen.
Like, is it like just a legit normal spider, or is it like an arachnid, one of those half spiders, half human type monsters?
It's a demonic spider.
Oh, but it's a full spider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, folks, I'm not scared of spiders. It's just the bosses that when you see these things, when you play Darksiders, it's going to freak you the freak out. But hey, at least we get to hear Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill is the absolute best animated Joker by far.
Yeah. Yes. Do you remember The Crow? Because I know
Yeah.
you did a review.
Don't
the
remind
villain-
me. That's from the dark days.
It's the main villain, if I remember correctly. The voice is Death.
I really don't remember anything about that movie aside from the issues that I had with it. Yeah, so, funny enough, Mark Hamill wasn't voicing the Joker in Batman the Animated Series from the start.
Nope.
It was about halfway through the first season when Mark Hamill took over as the Joker. Throughout the first half of season 1, they had someone else, and Mark Hamill's first appearance as the Joker was actually a Christmas episode.
Yes.
So. But Mark Hamill, he's just great no matter what he's voice acting in. He's always a great villain, whether it's the Joker or Firelord Ozai or Undergrowth or that
Chucky.
pompous guy from Castle in the Sky. Like he's a great voice. He has a great villain voice.
Well, he's also the voice of Chucky now.
Yes, I almost forgot. Yeah. Which, honestly, I don't really care because I never liked the Child's Play movies. I always thought they were pretty stupid.
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CW shows are starting up again. And I'm wondering how the next season of Arrow is supposed to be, if it's going to be as boring as the last season. Same thing with Flash.
Hey, I liked season 5 of Flash. I thought season 5 of Flash was good. And what issue did you have with Flash's daughter? With Excess?
Rewatching it and finding out why she's there, I finally realized she wanted to spend time with her daddy. It finally built up to why she's back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can understand that. Growing up without a father and you're wondering how he was.
Yeah, I mean, when it was going on, you said that you were really angry with Excess and that she did something that really ticked you off. And it's like, okay. And I was waiting for it. I spent the whole season waiting to see what that thing was, and I never saw anything that was so horrible. Yes, she aligned herself with someone who couldn't be trusted, but she didn't have anyone to tell her otherwise.
No,
I mean, we don't know what happened to the rest of Team Flash. They all just kind of went their separate ways, so nobody was there to help her. So it's like she had to figure out stuff on her own.
And yeah, I like the nod to Godspeed that they had, even if it was a short episode. But
except he's supposedly he's supposed to be the villain in season in the next season.
And that's good. I like Godspeed.
It's not going to be the same one that Excess. It's not going to be the same one that Excess fought. It's going to be it's going to be like an alternate universe one.
But again, I like Godspeed. Yes, it's another speedster, folks. Most of the villains in Flash are mostly speedsters.
Well, hey, we got 2 seasons of villains that aren't speedsters. Okay.
Yes.
We just had 2 seasons without any speedster villains. Season 1, 2, and 3 all had speedsters as the main threats. Season 4 had DeVoe. Season 5 had Cicada.
Yeah.
So I'm good. We just got 2 seasons without a speedster villain, so I'm okay with them going back to form and having a speedster villain for this one, so I'm fine with it.
But again, my question is, if you're doing Arrow, what's the point of doing it since Oliver made the ultimate sacrifice, basically saying, take me instead, and let Barry and Supergirl do their things when Infinite Crisis comes. Okay. By the time that you get to the final episode for Arrow, Oliver's ready to go, and all that stuff. It's like,
as I understand, as I've heard, from what I have heard, this is going to be the final season of Arrow, and once the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths thing happens, the rest of the final season is going to be essentially the rest of Team Arrow trying to get Oliver back and defeat that final bad. And once that's done, then that's going to be it. The end.
But again, we got good news for Infinite Crisis. We got Kevin Conroy playing a live-action Bruce Wayne.
Are we sure it's going to be Bruce Wayne and not Thomas Wayne?
It's Bruce Wayne.
Okay. I just want to make absolutely certain that we're not dealing with another Thomas Wayne Batman.
Oh, I have no problems with Thomas Wayne Batman.
I actually kind of would really like that, because I don't like. I mean, I love the guy, but he's getting on in years. He's really getting on in years, and so I would rather see a Batman in his prime. So if this guy was instead Thomas Wayne, I actually think I would like that a bit more.
But again, Thomas Wayne, I think he would get, if it's Flashpoint's Thomas Wayne meeting Jason Todd, since they have no problem killing. So. But again, right. I do need to go back to season 4 of Supergirl, finish that up, and season 5. And I'm hoping when Legend starts back up, that's going to be more interesting.
You mean you didn't like the? You mean you didn't like the season that focused on Constantine?
Oh, I love the season with Constantine just so much. How Constantine technically broke the timeline. He said, no, screw the timeline. I want to fix my own problem. I'm like, okay, a character that I love, that I enjoyed reading comics of.
And he royally screwed everyone over in the process.
And that's what Constantine does. He's only looking after his own butt.
Except, here's the thing. That is a dick move. That's what that is. It's a complete dick move because he is dooming billions of people, not just humans on Earth, but this threat could have ramifications for the entire universe, for billions upon billions of planets, all because Constantine wanted to be an ass.
He wanted to save his true love. And I do the exact same thing if I had to save Haiku. Even if it means screwing everyone over.
Well, you do realize that if you screw everyone over, that means you are screwing her over, too, right? You do realize that. Because if you screw the universe over, you and Haiku live in the universe! So she's gotta be dead anyway!
But, again, I'm curious as to what the next season's going to take. Is it going to deal with more magic? Or what?
Well, we know Constantine is going to continue to be on the team for at least a little bit longer because, you know, the main threat is going to be that girl that he couldn't save, and she's bringing back all the different monsters and terrorists of the world.
Oh yes, well, it's the one. Yes, I know which girl you're talking about. It's the girl that he talked about in his own TV show that he could not save.
Yeah.
And what's also good about the actor that plays Constantine, he's also the voice actor for Edward Kenway for Black Flag.
Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for this stream. We made quite a lot of progress. We're about like halfway done with most of this stuff. The only things that we're not halfway done with are Mosaic, Dervish, and Tangle Plorts. Everything we're about halfway done with getting what we need. Yeah. We will continue this in the next video. Hopefully it won't take too many videos to do the lab grinding. Hopefully, if I don't get it done in the next stream, it might be the one after that. And then on the fourth stream, I'll end up committing a terrible crime. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, Darth Meta, for joining me.
Yes.
Are you gonna be here for the others, or do you have other plans?
I plan on being here for all 6 of his videos.
Alright, well, happy to have you on board. And we will see you guys in the next video. Alright, take care, everybody!